So today let's look at the Golf 8 GTI, arguably South Africa's most favorite car. Well, is it? Well, this one in particular is facing more disadvantages than the previous Mark 7.5. And that's not entirely VW's fault. A lot has changed since the 7.5. So let me tell you why the Golf 8 is at a disadvantage. But before we continue with the video, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It's the only way we are going to grow. It also shows me that you really like my content and I should continue making more. By the way, welcome to another video. This car also has the same engine as the 7.5, but just 11 more kilowatts. The engine is still a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that produces 180 kilowatts and 370 Newton meters of torque. And that will only pull the front wheels, managing to get to 100 in just under 6.5 seconds. With that speed and power, the fuel economy won't be that great, as VW are claiming 7.1 liter to the 100. But that's kind of a hard sell in my opinion. Back in the start of the video, I mentioned that they are at a disadvantage with the Golf 8 GTI. And one of those disadvantages is the price. You might laugh at this, but these are the prices for the Golf 7.5 when they came out. In comparison, these are the prices of the Golf 8 when they came out. And one thing about inflation, it doesn't correspond with your monthly salary. So if inflation goes up, your salary stays the same. If inflation goes down, tax increases, but your salary still the same. Doesn't make sense, but unjalo. Even with the pricing issue, it doesn't take away what VW did with the exterior of this car. I have said this in my previous Hyundai i30N video that I still prefer the design of this car compared to the i30N. If you haven't checked that video, I will link it in the description. It's a good watch. So what I like about the exterior is mostly the front and the side profile. The continuous LED light in the front looks amazing even at night. And the fog lamps just do it even more justice. There isn't much difference between this and the newly announced facelift. You have to know what you're talking about in order to spot the differences. But the big giveaway is the front and the rear. This particular variant has the blacked out alloys. I wouldn't spec them because they look dull. And so coming to the rear, it's still growing on me because I'm Golf 7.5 biased, but it looks great nonetheless. Other stuff to mention are the red brake calipers, the panoramic sunroof, and the rear spoiler, which looks amazing. I should say the mechanics of this sunroof aren't as great as the ones in the Hyundai i30N. The i30N has a glass roof and a fully mechanical sunroof. That means the blinds also work with mechanics other than using your hand, which is the case in the Golf 8. And since we are already in the interior, let me express my profound hate for removing physical buttons. Let me give you an example. Air. So if there was one thing I would tell VW to go back to the drawing board for, is the physical buttons inside the interior. Luckily, it seems like the facelift has fixed this issue, but I won't be sure until I play around with it. Moving on to the rest of the interior, the plus stuff is the digital cluster, the minimalistic look. The Golf 8 GTI does have more space on the inside compared to the i30N. The seats are also comfortable as they come with lumbar support. And something I really love these days is the ambient lighting, and the Golf 8 does have it. It looks amazing. Further than that, you have your door handle light and ground lights that shine from the mirrors. It was during the day here, so I couldn't really show how it looks. The back passengers fairly have enough knee room and headroom. They also get their own air conditioning controls and 2 USB Type-C ports. Never forgetting the armrest, which can double as also a cup holder. So it's pretty much comfortable as the ambient lighting also continues towards the back. Back to the front, the infotainment is meh at best. And the rest of the interior is solid for me, including the armrest, the gear lever, and the materials used in the inside. The boot space is fairly decent with around 380 liters, same as its competitors. So this car costs 770,000 Rand, which would amount to about 15,000 per month. And that's if you are a wizard enough to get a prime rate. The affected sales is the last disadvantage I wanted to speak about. Prices are different from 4, 5 or 6 years ago. And it's becoming more and more hard to sell this car at a sub 800,000 price tag. So what do you think of the Golf GTI? Personally, I would save a little bit of money and get the i30N. But then again, this is in the top 2 of South Africa's favorite brands. So you take that for what it is. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe. Turn on bell notifications so that you know when next time I post.